really nothing right now we can hang our hats on. And like I said before, something has to change.
Surprised that there just hasn't really seemed to be, throughout the course of the season you would expect some improvement. It just seems like there's been minimal. I mean, is that a surprise?
It just comes down to, Hugs has had teams in the past, can't shoot, can't score, but that's when they run offense. And my first year here, it was like that with Joe and Cam and John Flowers. Those guys ran offense and wore the other team down. And we can't run offense because some of our guys don't know sets. And it's as late as it is in the year, it's just that can't happen. And as one of the leaders, I take some responsibility for that because I need to prepare them better. I might not be the most athletic, but I do know what's going on. And I've got to do a better job of helping guys out.
As part of that leading, is some of it calling these guys out because of, and yourself, because of what you're lacking at this point?
I don't think it's calling them out. I was a freshman, I've been a freshman twice in my first year. I didn't know what was going on. Guys like Joe and Cam took me aside and helped me learn things. But some of these guys aren't freshmen. It's their second year with no plays. And it's just not good enough right now.
Kevin, and I know that the argument is you guys haven't improved a whole lot. Maybe there's a part of that, but you guys as a team, you're rebounding pretty well. Better, I guess, or shoot a better, score a little better, but still is trying about that 500 mark. Is there one overriding thing that's kind of kept you there that hasn't gotten better, or is it just you never know what's going to not work?
Yeah, I think the inconsistency has hurt us quite a bit. Some games, Turtle will be on fire. Some games is not. But that's fine. We just have to have something else that'll to go to, and we don't have another go-to option consistently. It seems like. But again, when all cylinders aren't firing, that's when you have to run offense, and that's when you have to grind out a win. And we haven't been able to get any of those this year.
Is difficulty passing as much a problem with trying to run motion, trying to run half-court offense? Because it seems like very few clean passes where you're just getting the next person to get a reach or a bend or lunge and get a pass.
When we've had that, like you said, there's not crisp passes, but we've had games where we've cut hard, we've gotten fouls instead, and that's what we want to do with motion. But it's like a pass I had today to Dennis, it went out of bounds. I shouldn't even have thrown that pass. I think it might be a lack of how we play in practice. Maybe we're not getting in each other's grills enough and preparing us for the games.
Thanks, Kevin.
I say some of these guys are in their second year and not understanding fundamentals. I mean, it's not as though you guys have not had opportunities to pull them aside, that Hugs has not preached. At the end of the day, is it just that guys have to want to learn the things a little bit more than they've shown to this point?
Yeah, it comes down to just caring. You care enough to learn things. You care enough to stay late in practice. You care enough to listen to what Hugs says. There's times where, we shoot 100 free throws after practice no matter what every day. There's sometimes guys won't shoot them, and that just goes to a lack of caring and a lack of wanting to put in the extra time, wanting to win. And that's the same way with the plays. We have iPads this year. We've never had those in the past, and they're all loaded with pretty much every set we run. And still, we don't know what we're trying to do. Hugs has to call a timeout to set up a play, and it shouldn't come down to that.
You can't really teach caring, right? That's kind of an internal thing, right?
That's what Hugs said in the locker room. I can't give you guys a heart. I can teach you basketball, I can teach you fundamentals. I can't give you a heart. And I hope that I have a heart. I hope I'm showing that I have a heart. I hope that I'm showing that I'm caring. Because that's one thing I think I can hang my hat on.
Has he had to give a lot of those types of speeches this year?
Yeah. It wasn't like that 2 years ago, my first year. It wasn't like that last year with Trug and KJ, because those guys made sure we knew what we were doing at all times. And like I said before, I have to take some blame for that, because as an older guy, I don't think I've done a good enough job teaching the young guys what's going on.
Kevin, when you look at who you've got and what the future's like? I mean, do you see potential to turn these things around, whether it is, you know, the mentality or exactly what's happening on the court?
I mean, yeah, just take a page out of, like I've been saying, page out of Joe Mazzulla's book, page out of Cam Thurman's book, getting on guys, not calling out, but getting on guys, you know, when the time is right, after practice, before practice, helping them know what's going on. Because again, you can be a bad team, but still run off and still know sets and get a good shot from that. And when, you know, we have a bad day shooting, nothing's going in, we have to run some type of offense, and we can't do it.
Given the lack of caring you're talking about, does it feel like you're just playing out the string on the season to an extent? Maybe not you individually, but this team as a whole.
No, we'll never quit, but at the same time, you know, it looks pretty bad when we lose by, I think it was 16, and we made 6 field goals in the second half. It looks like, you know, it looked like we packed it in there. That's not the case. It won't be the case for Baylor.